Hello, amazing people. This is Krishush, and again with another fantastic video for you. So, guys, basically, I have created a best presentation in my life. I think so for you just. So, please don't forget to watch the video till the end. So, guys, first of all, as you can check here on thumbnail, we are going to learn about variables and data types in Java. So first let's start with the variable. So a variable is a container which holds the value which while the Java program is executed. A variable is assigned with a data type. Variable is a name of memory location. There are three types of variable in Java: local variable, instance variable, and static variable. So, yep, you can understand with this example, like a variable is a container, or you can tell as a bucket in which we can hold our data or our value or anything on that bucket. After that, variable. So, variable is name of reserved area as previously had talked, which are located in memory. In other words, it is a name of a memory location. It is a combination of vary and able. That means its value can be changed. So you can as imagine that you are at the place today. Maybe someone will come to your place by tomorrow and you will be replaced. That is how variable works. There are three types of variables in Java: local variable, instance variable, and static variable. So let's talk about local variable. A variable declared inside the body of the method is called local variable. You can use this variable only within that method, and the other method in the class are not even aware that the variable exists. It means that like we will learn about this thing in programs also, but let me explain it. Like a variable declared inside the body of the method is called local variable. Like if we will create any method, and inside that method we will create any variable like integer, a string, or anything, so that variables within the method and the other method in the same class will not aware of that. Like if you are in any class and other your friend will not aware that you are there. As an example, you can understand a local variable cannot be defined with a static keyword. So remember that point, because you will not able to define a local variable with the help of a static keyword. And in previous video we have learned about a static also. So an instance variable, a variable declared inside the class but outside the body of the method, is called instance variable. It is not declared as static. It is called instance variable because its value is instance specific and is not shared among instances. A variable declared inside, it means a variable which will declared inside the class but outside of any method in the body section. Like if we will create any class and inside the class there is like you can imagine like some tables are there which is known as method, and the method from the method the instance variable is outer. Like you can imagine there is someone who is standing there but not in the inside the method. Got it? Third is static variable. A variable which is declared as static is called a static variable. It cannot be local. You can create a single copy of a static variable and share among all the instances of the class. Memory allocation for static variables happens only once when you sorry when the class is loaded in the memory. So a variable which is declared as static, I think you can understand the meaning of static. Like no one can remove that is known as static. So that static variables is not able to removable. It cannot be local. because we can remove to any local variable. You can create a single copy of that also, but you cannot remove it. So after that, if we will talk about data types. So guys, first of all, I just want to end with the variable, and I just want to tell you that I know that things are hard, but don't worry about that. We will definitely short the things in programs, and we will learn very much easily in the programs. So now data types. Data types specify the different size and values that can be stored in the variable. There are two types of data types in Java: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. I think we need to give an space there. Okay, primitive data types includes boolean, char is known as character, byte, short, int, which is known as integer, long, float, and double. And in non-primitive data types, there are the data types. This is non-primitive, included class, interface, and arrays. So let's talk about primitive data type. So Java primitive data types in Java language. Primitive data types are the building blocks of data manipulation. Like there are these are the most basic data types available in Java language. Oh, also, I just want to add a point that if you will learn these primitive data types or the data types, you will able to use the data types in any language, or you must learn it. After that, only you will able to code in any other languages. So Java is a statically typed programming language. It means all variables must be declared before its use. It means you must, first of all, you must mention that I am going to use this variable, and in front of the name of variable, you must declare the variable. After that, only you will able to use that variable. That is why we need to declare variables, type, and name. So there are 8 types of primitive data types: boolean, byte, char, short, int, long, float, and double. So let's start with the boolean, which is a best data type. So the boolean data type is used to store only two possible values, true or and false. This data type is used for simple flag that take true and false conditions. The Boolean data types specify 1 byte of information, but its size cannot be defined precisely. So let me tell you that most of the time we will use the Boolean data type. Like just imagine with a live example. Like if you have not subscribed to our channel, so there is a code somewhere in YouTube, or if you have not followed me on Instagram, so maybe there is some code in the Instagram also. So it is mentioned there is follow. If you have not followed me, so that condition is false, and if you have follows me, the condition is true. So if you have followed me, the condition is true. You will get notification posts from me or from my channel, from my page. But if you have not is follow as false, it means you have not followed me, so you will never get any update regarding with my channel. So that is a simple example. After that, we will go for next, which is byte data type. The byte data type is an example of primitive data type, as in, it is 8 bits, 2 complements integer. Its value range lies between -128 to 127. Like you can mention something here between 128 -128 to 127, and its minimum value is -128 and maximum is 127. Like if we will go further, like if you will mention 1000, 2000, so it will not able to give you a proper value, because it will take some very much less value, and the default value is 0. The byte data type is used to save memory in large arrays where the memory saving is most required. That is why mostly we use byte data types. It saves space because a byte is 4 times smaller than integer. So as I have told you, we must need this if we need to use some small numbers of data types. It can also be used in place of int data type. Like if we are going to multiply or minus any number between minus 128 to 127, so definitely we can use these things. Like example is a is equals to 10 byte, and we must declare, as I have declared here, byte a, and a is the name and 10 is a variable, like what we have give them. The byte, you can imagine that byte is a name, byte is a data type, sorry, byte is a data type, a is a name, and 10 is its value. And byte is a data type, b is a name, and minus 20 is a value. So let's go ahead with short. The short data type is a 16-bit signed to complements integer. Its value range lies between minus 32,768 to 32,767. Its minimum value is minus 32,768 and maximum is 32,767, and default as 0. We use mostly this because we don't need to, if you will write anything, mostly time we just need to use the numbers between 0 to 10,000 or 20,000. That is why mostly we use this. As an example, you can check that 10,000, like short is a data type as its name, and 1000, oh sorry, 10,000 its value. I'll go ahead with int. So yep, int is a most important, and mostly we use this only. I don't know why people are using this, but yeah, they are using this. As per, if they are going to they are going to subtract a value 10 minus 5, so they will use this. I don't know why, because maybe they have lots of memories. So go ahead with that. The int data type is a 32-bit signed to complement integer. Its value range lies between the numbers. You can read the numbers, and I think so we can mention our contact number on this. No, not we cannot. But if we are from US, so you can. Its a minimum value is this and maximum is this, and the default is 0. So you can read this value by pausing this video. The int data type is generally used as a default data type for internal value, unless if there is no problem about memory. Yeah, so it is mentioned here that why we are mostly using this. But if you are creating a live project or big project, so you must need to use the proper data types. Like mostly if you are calculating for like some small numbers like 10, 20, so you must need to use byte, after that short. So let's go ahead with long, and in that we can definitely mention our mobile number if you are from India. The long data type is a 64-bit to complements integer. Its value range lies between the number this to this. Its maximum value is this and the minimum is this. You can read it. Its default value is 0. The long data type is used when you need a range of value more than those provided by int. If you are going to max or min the value between this number, so you can use this number. Amazing. So after long, there is something there is for you is float. The float data type is a single precious 32-bit IEEE 754 floating points. Its value range is unlimited. You can use it as much as you can. That is why for you there is float. So it is recommended to use a float instead of double. So basically, let me tell you that if you have any digit and point like 20, like as I have given the example 234.0, 0.5, so you can use as floats, and its memory is unlimited, its range is unlimited, so you can use as much as you want. After that there is a double. So in double, the also the range value is unlimited. This is same as the float, but in float you need to use F after that, and in double also you need to mention D, but I have not mentioned here. I will. So this is basically same as double, but in double it's easy to enter the things, so mostly I prefer double. But yeah, float is also an amazing. Both are best at their places. So final and eighth is chair. Chair is known as character also. We can like tell as pronunciate is at care. Char is known as the character. The char data type is a single 16-bit Unicode character. Its value range lies between this to this, means and this includes 65,535. The char data type is used to store character. Like if you want to store any character like A from A to Z, from Z to A, or from between from that anything if you want to mention, so you can use as a char. Like let me give you an example. If you will create any Google account, and if you will not upload your pic there, so they will provide you a default. Like if your name is starting from krishush, it means K, so they will provide you a character on the section of image. So basically I have like there is mostly will use this, but I have just given example. So guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed, so please do not forget to share it with your friends, families, and please like it and comment, and please there's an option for save also on the Instagram, so you can save it. And if you are watching it on YouTube, so you can add to the playlist also. You can add our playlist. So thank you so much guys for watching this whole video. Bye bye.